What's up, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective of what entertainment is bringing us. And today we'll be talking about one of Don Bluth's most popular films, All Dogs Go to Heaven, which was released on November 17th, 1989. It did fairly well at the box office, surprisingly, because the same day The Little Mermaid was also released. It grossed over $27 million over a $13 million budget. It has received mixed reviews from critics for having a disjointed narrative, the quality of the animation, and the music they used in the film. The film stars Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, Judith Barcy, and Lonnie Anderson. Like I said, the film is directed by Don Bluth. The film stars Charlie, who is a German shepherd and a con artist, is trying to escape from a dog pound with his loyal friend Itchy, who is a paranoid Dachshund, so that they can come back to his casino riverboat at the bayou, where they can make money. Unfortunately, Charlie's life was cut short when his business partner Carface dis- decided to distract Charlie, and while he was distracted, he fucking he fucking pushed a he pushed a car on the bridge, and the car successfully killed him. And while Charlie was offered to go to heaven, he wanted to go back to the real world solely to settle with Carface for murdering him, but at the cost of him not coming back to heaven. Joining him is Itchy, his best friend, and the little girl named Anne Marie, who is an orphan and ran away with Itchy and Charlie so that she can get away from Carface from profiting off from her. And so the adventure begins. I think this movie is pretty good. Yeah, the film has issues, but I don't think the pacing is done very well. A lot of the characters were very underutilized, like Carface, for example. Like, I needed to see more of him and Charlize's rivalry, especially. And the songs aren't really that great. Like, they're fine, but compared to like an American Tale, which surprisingly has some good songs, which makes it even more apparent for All Dogs Go to Heaven. But I think it was cohesive enough for me to enjoy it. Charlie, I find to be pretty likable, even if his morals were really questionable. The developers of the film said they had Burt Reynolds in mind, so I can see what Charlie had with Burt Reynolds. I don't know if I saw any other films Burt Reynolds starred in, but this one this one is actually pretty good. But even though his morals are really questionable, he's still pretty fun to be around. Itchy is fine, a little bit of a scary cat, but not annoying. I mean, it's Dom DeLuise is usually usually fun to be around. Amory is surprisingly a decent enough character for a child. Usually, child characters are like the worst parts of any movie, but not Amory. She was actually pretty competent and will actually call Charlie out for his bullshit. I have already said my piece about Carface. He's a weak villain, solely for being underdeveloped. I just want to see more of him, which is a shame because his name is an obvious reference to Scarface, and his design is pretty cool. I find the story to be engaging enough, and the animation is pretty good for what limited budget Don Bluth had. For all the Don Bluth movies I've seen so far, I mainly saw The Secret of Nim, An American Tale, The Land Before Time, and now All Dogs Go to Heaven. Compared to the rest, it's my least favorite, but I wouldn't call it bad. There's some good stuff in the film. And it was popular enough to receive not only a sequel, but also a series, which lasted 40 episodes, and a Christmas special. It did fine in theaters, but home media was where it mainly thrived. It was one of the most popular VHS releases of all time, along with its sequel. Overall, I think All Dogs Go to Heaven is it still holds up. It's pretty good. Although it's not great. There is some fatal flaws, but I would say it is enjoyable enough. All Dogs Go to Heaven for me gets a B minus or C plus. But for those that have seen All Dogs Go to Heaven, did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure you follow my Instagram, Letterboxd, Backlog, and join my Discord, Damage Incorporated, in the description down below. This is Namicon, and I'll see you next time.